there's a specific kind of pain that has no name. It's not grief. It's not heartbreak. It's not loneliness. It's the feeling you get when someone who knew you really knew you. Your fears, your hopes, the version of yourself you only showed in private, decided to use that against you. And the worst part? You didn't see it coming. Because you trusted them. Today I want to talk about the 9 deepest forms of betrayal a human being can experience. Not surface-level stuff. The kind that rewires you. The kind that makes you question your judgment, your worth, and sometimes yourself. Stay with me until number 9. Because that one, most people never even realize it's happening to them. We grow up being told that forgiveness is the highest form of strength, that the bigger person always extends a hand, that holding a grudge only hurts you. And maybe there's truth in that, for some things. But what about the betrayals that don't just hurt? They change you. The ones that leave you different on the other side. Quieter, more guarded, less willing to let people in. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche spent his life studying human nature at its rawest. And one thing he kept returning to was this idea: not all wounds are equal. Some experiences don't just bruise you, they reveal something about the other person and about what you're willing to accept. So let's go through them, one by one. And I want you to be honest with yourself as we do. Betrayal 1, trust. Think about how long it takes to trust someone. Really trust them. You don't do it in a day. You do it in 100 small moments when they kept your secret, when they showed up, when they chose honesty, even when it cost them something. Trust is built slowly, quietly, like sediment settling to the bottom of a river, and it can be destroyed in a single sentence. When someone deliberately abuses your trust, not by accident, not out of confusion, but knowingly, they're not making a mistake. They're making a choice. And that distinction matters more than most people realize. Because mistakes come from not knowing better. Deliberate betrayal comes from knowing exactly what they're doing and doing it anyway. You can choose to rebuild after that, but here's what no one tells you. What you rebuild isn't the same thing. It's something held together with awareness and caution and quiet grief. The original trust, the innocent kind, the kind that didn't require effort that's gone. Betrayal 2, jealousy. This one is sneaky, because it almost never announces itself. You share good news, and something flickers across their face before they smile. You get the promotion, and suddenly they're a little colder, a little more critical, a little less available. You level up, and instead of celebrating with you, they find subtle ways to pull you back down. Jealousy is corrosive because it disguises itself as love, or friendship, or concern. I just don't want you to get hurt. I'm just being realistic. I just think you're getting ahead of yourself. But here's what it really is. They can't stand the fact that you're moving forward. And rather than doing the work to move forward themselves, it's easier to keep you where they are. Nietzsche saw this clearly. He called it resentment, a deep, simmering resentment toward those who are thriving. And when someone lets that feeling direct their behavior toward you, that's a betrayal of what the relationship was supposed to be. Betrayal 3, abandonment. Here's a test that life gives without warning. When things fall apart for you, when you lose the job, when the diagnosis comes, when the relationship ends, when you're just exhausted and barely holding it together, look around. Who's still there? Because it's easy to be someone's person when being their person is fun, when there are celebrations and laughs and good energy to feed on. But who shows up when you have nothing to offer except your need? The people who vanish when you're at your lowest weren't really in your life for you. They were in your life for what being around you gave them. The access, the status, the good times, the feeling of being chosen by someone doing well. When you stop being useful, you stop being interesting. And that tells you everything you need to know. Betrayal for a broken promise. We've made promises cheap. We say I'll be there and we're not. We say I'll call you and we don't. We say I promise, and somewhere along the way it became just something you say to end a conversation. But promises matter, not because of some old-fashioned code of honor, but because when you give someone your word, you're essentially saying, you can count on me. You can make plans around me. I am reliable. And when you break that deliberately, when you knew you couldn't keep it, or you changed your mind and never told them, or you just didn't care enough to follow through, you're not just breaking a promise, you're breaking their ability to rely on you. And a relationship where you can't rely on the other person isn't really a relationship. It's a gamble. Betrayal 5 manipulation. This one leaves marks you can't see. Manipulation doesn't look like someone towering over you, demanding things. It's subtler than that. It's someone who makes you feel crazy for being upset, who reframes every situation so they're the victim, who uses your empathy against you over and over until you're apologizing for things that were done to you. The manipulator doesn't need to win the fight. They just need you to doubt yourself enough that you stop fighting at all. And the most chilling part? They often know exactly what they're doing. They've studied you. They know your soft spots, your fear of conflict, your need to be liked, your tendency to give the benefit of the doubt. And they've learned to press those spots to get what they want. Nietzsche had a phrase for this kind of person. Weak strength. It's not real power. Real power doesn't need to diminish others to exist. Manipulation is what cowardice looks like when it wants control. Betrayal 6, the betrayal of love. When you love someone truly, vulnerably you do something terrifying. You let them see you. The version of you that isn't edited or curated or performing. The one with the old wounds and the irrational fears and the messy, complicated needs. And you trust them to hold that with care. That kind of love requires enormous courage. And when someone takes that openness, that courage, and uses it to deceive you to pursue what they wanted, while you believed in what you thought you had, the damage goes somewhere deeper than the relationship itself. It touches your sense of reality. You start asking, was any of it real? How much did I miss? Was I a fool? And those questions don't go away when the relationship ends. They follow you into the next one, and the one after that, and they whisper doubts at exactly the wrong moments. That's not just heartbreak. That's a kind of damage, and it deserves to be named as such. Betrayal 7, hypocrisy. There's a specific exhaustion that comes from realizing someone showed you two completely different faces. The one they wore to your face warm, supportive, on your side, and the one they wore the moment you turned your back critical, dismissive, mocking, and you only find out about the second one by accident. Through a forwarded message. A friend who tells you something they probably shouldn't. A comment that slips out at the wrong moment. And suddenly you have to reprocess every interaction you've ever had with them through this new lens. Honest people can hurt you. But at least you know where you stand. With a hypocrite, you're always standing somewhere other than where you think you are. And that uncertainty, that inability to trust the ground beneath you, is its own particular kind of betrayal. Betrayal 8, sabotaging your dreams. You share something you've been building privately, a dream, a plan, something you're genuinely excited about, something that matters to you. And instead of being met with encouragement or even honest, helpful pushback, you're met with mockery. Minimization, that's cute, that's risky. A lot of people try that. Are you sure you're the right person for this? On the surface, it might sound like concern, but dig a little, and you'll often find something else underneath. The discomfort of someone watching you try to grow beyond the box they've put you in. Because if you succeed, it challenges something about how they see themselves. And it's easier for them if you just don't. This betrayal is particularly painful because it targets your future. It tries to close doors before you even reach them. And the people who do this aren't always strangers. Sometimes, they're the people who said they loved you. Betrayal 9, self-betrayal. And here it is. The one that's hardest to hear. How many times have you stayed when you knew you should go? How many times have you said it's fine when it wasn't? Laughed off something that actually stung? Swallowed your opinion to keep the peace? Pretended to be okay with something that was slowly hollowing you out? How many times have you abandoned your own judgment, the quiet internal voice that knew because it was easier than the confrontation? Because you wanted to be liked? Because you were afraid of what standing up for yourself might cost? We spend so much time guarding against the betrayals that come from outside us, and almost no time looking at the ones we commit against ourselves. Nietzsche's deepest belief was this: the greatest tragedy isn't what others do to you. It's the slow erosion of becoming someone you don't recognize, because you kept choosing the easier path over the honest one. Every time you compromise what you actually believe, every time you silence what you actually feel, every time you perform a version of yourself that fits someone else's comfort at the expense of your own truth, you are betraying the person you are capable of being. And that wound, it doesn't come from the outside. It lives right there inside you. And only you can stop it. Here's what I want you to take from this. Not bitterness. Not a closed heart. Not a life spent protecting yourself from everyone who might hurt you. What I want you to take is clarity. Because there's a difference between being open and being naive. There's a difference between forgiveness and unlimited access. There's a difference between giving someone a second chance and ignoring what they've already shown you. The wisest thing you can do after you've been betrayed in any of these ways is to take what happened seriously. To let it teach you something about that person. And then to decide clearly and deliberately what role they get to play in the rest of your life. Some mistakes deserve grace, but some betrayals are just information. And the most powerful thing you can do is believe what you've been shown.